Hello, I'm David. I'm the product manager of the SMEMA Adaptor family. Today I'm going to show you how to upgrade MultiPlug to 2.2.82. The first thing you need to do is download the two files. One file is the MultiPlug file and the other is the theme that's compatible with the new MultiPlug. You can do this multiple ways. If you go to the support website, you'll find links there. I've gone to the GitHub page for MultiPlug, which is that address there. If you go to releases, you'll see that 2.282 is there. There's a list of all the enhancements. If you download the NUPKG file, and you will also need the theme that is compatible with the new MultiPlug. If you click there and download that file. So I've downloaded both of those files now. If I then go over to my MultiPlug instance, if I go to settings, extensions, update, choose file, select the first file, sideload, do the same again with the next file, sideload, and then simply restart the MultiPlug by going to overview, system restart, and then we'll wait.
A few moments later.
As it is booting up, you will notice the new theme of the new version, and the version number will be displayed at the bottom. And now in system overview, you can see that the version is now 82, and that is your upgrade complete. If you want to continue and upgrade extensions, well, if you're on the internet, then you can go to the NuGet gallery and it will detail, as it always will, the versions currently installed and whether they need updating. As you see here, we've got a few updates. However, likelihood is you're not connected to the internet. So you can go to the recipe via file and download the recipe file by clicking this button here, download recipe. That's downloaded the recipe file onto my computer. You can then take that away and go to updates.multiplug.app, which will take you to this page here. You can then choose a file, which is that recipe file you just downloaded. You can do upload, and what this will tell you is all the extensions that are out of date. So all the ones in bold are the ones out of date. You can then download those files individually, as you just did with the MultiPlug update. You can then apply the extensions update in the normal manner you've just done it before, and then do a system restart. So what's been updated with the MultiPlug version? Starting with the top, the power button has been moved to the top right, so it's no longer in the settings. You can restart the device that MultiPlug has been hosted on. You can shut down the device. You can also restart the service. So if you don't want to completely restart the device but just restart the service, I would always recommend restarting the device to have a clean install. You've got notifications that actually take you to a list of runtime notifications from different extensions. You've got now a list of other MultiPlug instances on your network. So if you have multiple devices on your network, you can quickly discover them and link to them and view their MultiPlug page. Analytics is changed a little bit, more look and feel. Housekeeping, log files, now have a life expectancy, so essentially when they're deleted, so the default is 30 days, extension records is 100 records, and again with the extension files, they have a 30-day life span, and they change on a daily basis. This is so if anyone leaves on verbose logging or has any sort of file that is being added to, now it will automatically delete using these settings here. The other main changes are permissions, user permissions. So you have page URLs, which are the actual URLs of the page, but also there's the MultiPlug APIs, which means you can now restrict certain APIs for certain users. And that leads me on to talking about users. You can now manage users. So before it was all hidden in a file. Now you can add a local user and then apply the permissions to them after you've created that user. Edit passwords, etc. And I believe that's the main enhancements. There's a few look and feel changes, but there's also a lot of changes behind the hood. And so this is a recommended upgrade for all your devices. This is a upgrade via using those two files. This does not upgrade the operating system, the Linux operating system, and so you'll find that your operating system version will not change after this upgrade. We recommend using the system disk image using a USB upgrade. That completely wipes the system. So again, I would recommend you taking a backup of your recipes before doing that. Then you can restore them. But in this scenario, when you've only just done the MultiPlug upgrade, you've still got the old versions of Linux running. So we would recommend that this is a quick upgrade, as I've just demonstrated. But if there's any planned maintenance schedules, I would bake in a full wipe using the system imager using a USB stick. That completely wipes the settings and starts you from fresh, just like you would do if you bought the device from new. So I hope that helps, and more information or this tutorial will be available on the support pages of the adapter you have purchased. Thank you for watching.